0, 1. Let's get started.
Hi everybody, it's Robin from Talks from the Heart. Well, if you're new to the channel, January 2nd, I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So I've been on this I'm at the very beginning of my health journey, trying to get better, trying to correct it with diet. And I have a new healthcare team that's helping me. I'm very blessed, and I shared that in my last video. And I met with a Whole Foods MD on Wednesday, and we had a very fabulous chat, and she gave me some very, very good advice about food and where I can start. I'm not going to go into that because it would take forever to share all of it, and it was an hour long. So I'm going to put a video here. I went some veg shopping today and fruit shopping, and this is what I got, and I'm so proud of myself. Now, we're going to play a guessing game because it's so much fun, but I went to Aldi. I'm very blessed to have two Aldis where I live, and I went to Aldi, and how much do you want to guess all this cost? I'm going to tell you. $27.95. I was like, are you kidding me? That was amazing. So I'm really, really happy about having my fridge stocked with appropriate food. We're going to start right away. I needed to eat up a few things, but I wanted to share with you guys how I'm now charting my health journey. And I started out the year, and at the time, this really was relevant. I really needed all of this. This is a Paper Test Designs in the undated edition, and I had this in my stash because I was interested, so I ordered it, and I was really glad that I had it because at the time I reached for it, it was blank. I stopped using this a couple of months ago, maybe March, and I had a bad experience with a new doctor, and I just didn't feel motivated. So I kind of went off the rails. We're going to call me Relapse Robin. But I decorated this all up with Southern Belle plants. She has an amazing shop and adorable stickers. I don't grieve the loss of stickers when I decorate ahead and then I stop using a planner. It just is what it is. I've got so many irons in the fire to worry about that I'm not even going to fuss about it. So you can see here that January 6th I started and I charted everything that entered my mouth, touched my lips, I chewed, and I swallowed. And I was totally honest with it. And then, so this planner, hang on, let me see if I can get to, yeah, it's not new to the planner community, but it has a lot of areas where you can chart, make lists, and things like that. So I took some time to really figure it out, and I changed it up a couple of weeks. So I was charting Cooper's meds because my dog was on new meds, charting my A1C, my weight, you know, everything. Nothing in here is a secret. I liked it for the time, and then it got exhausting. And it's funny that I'm saying that because when I was talking with this doctor on Wednesday, I said, do you want me to chart my food? And she goes, no, because that becomes exhausting, and then you lose steam, and then you just lose all will to want to do good. And I said, oh, thank you, because that was my experience. And you can see here, I kind of pooped out. Oh, I've been wanting these metal clips. Pooped out. And then back here, I'm just going to flip through quickly because there are probably some private things. I just charted how I felt, my wins, my fails. There's a lot of this planner left. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm not much worried about it. I did try some protein shakes. They were nasty. I tried some, you know, diet stuff that's low carbs. I couldn't believe how off track I was. So, I mean, I can use this as a journal, or I can just let it go to the planner graveyard in my basement. That's what I was doing, okay? I then transitioned into and I'll just show you my pocket rings, just charting my glucose. I was like, all right, I'm just happy that I have to do this. And then I got really frustrated this month, and I just stopped. Couple days, I'm just like, screw it. I just don't care anymore. And then I got to my new doctor on the 16th of August, and then I started to care. And so at this point, I was in my personal rings, and I just was charting my weight, my A1C, if I went to the doctor, I charted my blood pressure. And so like here it was 134 over 88. Now when I stopped using my personal rings for the time being, I did transfer all this stuff into the pocket rings. And that was because I knew that this would be something I would carry with me to the doctor. Okay. So I had blood pressure from previous doctor appointments, A1C, blood work, weight, and if I decreased or increased meds or stopped them completely. Like here I went back on the metformin, here I went off the metformin, and then my numbers just continued to climb. This was when I started going off the rails. So anything like that, anything that where I could give an educated answer if I was at a doctor's office or urgent care or anything like that, okay? So then it happened where I was like, all right, I'm really happy with my doctor's care. I feel engaged, I feel heard, and I thought I need something to chart therapy notes, this MD that deals in Whole Foods. I mean, all the things, right? And I talked to Sarah and I was just like, oh, do I want to just add a section in my rings or do I need it in a bound book for future reference? And she answered the question that I already knew the answer, or she answered the question and I already knew the answer to it. And it was like, I need a bound book. I need something dated that's bound. And I knew that I didn't want this because it was just too much book. And I really don't have fun dating stuff. This is undated. Now, this was not a move as an excuse to buy a planner, because I actually thought, well, I can just go to Walmart and get a cheap planner. And I looked on Amazon, and the Hobonichi Weeks for 2024 are on clearance. This was $15, worth every penny. I'm glad I did it. I put the little sticky pocket this way because what I'm going to do is put the doctor's business cards in here so that I have them. And I'm not... I know you guys can... oh my God. I was just going to say, I'm not going to sticker it up. And at this point, I'm not ordering any stickers right now because I pretty much have all that I need. So I don't have the cash, which means I'm not buying it. I don't have the cash right now to start decorating this. But I started transferring the information and I'm still working on it slowly. So this was my first doctor visit. This was my high and low numbers and for the month. And you can see here in the beginning here, I used the cover sheet as the low and the high. And I just thought that was something fun. And you know, I love playing in my planners, so it's no big deal. This is not a burden. And so I know that in the mornings I'll write my number here and then transfer it to here, which is fine. I'll do it probably once a month. And you can see here I haven't even started because I thought I'm just going to take my time. But here I had a fasting blood draw. So there were certain things that I transferred to here because they were on my calendar. And then I'm also keeping track of Cooper's health issues and vet visits. Okay. So again, not overcomplicating it, and these will be blank. Normally I'd fill them with a Hobonichi Week sticker. I'm not going to do that because I frankly don't want this to plump up, and I just want to get the information in there so that when I go to the doctor or go to therapy, I grab this light little teeny weeny skinny planner and I'm set to go. I'm not even going to put my leather cover on it, you guys, because I don't know. I need a break. So here I did start, here I did the glucose, and I thought because it would be nice to kind of just work in a weekly setting before transferring it to a monthly setting. And because I've not had this until just a couple days ago, I think I've had it like a week. Like here, I refilled my meds and my strips. On their scale, I was 262, which really ticks me off because I was weighing in at 242, and the weight is coming off very slowly. I had actually hit 269 and a half, and I went, oh, heck no. So I just, I just transferred this really quickly in the weeklies. And then you can see here when I received it, I use this side for just notes. I wanted to ask her, and I don't think we really got to it because we got so sidetracked with everything else. It was a very exciting appointment. I learned a lot, and I'm just so happy and relieved. So here, I bought avocado oil for cooking. She wanted me to try that out, and I'm willing to try whatever she tells me. So you guys, don't worry about it. I'm under a doctor's care. She referred me to the gym. We talked about soy milk, stress levels, things like that. So this, and I'll just probably write up here notes from the MD, the Whole Foods. And then I'll just continue on. I'll probably transfer this once glucose once a week or once a month. I don't know. Back part I'm going to use for notes. I'm going to write down the doctor up top. I'm covering it up. I'm not sure why. I mean, there's really nothing private about it. But then I'm going to, things I've changed based on the first appointment with that physician. So I bought the avocado oil. I have a couple of things that I bought that I'm going to try. Like I'm going to try to have smoothies every other day. She suggested soy milk or whole. If I wanted dairy, I don't add milk to my smoothies. It might be good. And she suggested whole unsweetened yogurt, which I like anyways with blueberries. So we're good. So I'm going to write the date and then all the veggies and stuff that I bought so that I just have a progress sheet for her when we meet in 3 weeks where I can tell her the things that I've tried. And I may even take pictures of the products that I purchased and tried just so we could have a chat about that. And then I'm just going to use this like a notebook, a commonplace notebook. I'm not going to fuss with having different sections. I'm just going to use that. Okay, my son called and yeah, we chatted for quite a while, so I have to try to pick up where I left off. So the back pages to this week's then will just be like a commonplace where I just make notes. If I want to make some notes for therapy, like things I want to talk about or things that were said back to me during the session, I'll just write therapy, the date, and so on. So I will eventually probably use this up. Maybe, I don't know. Now, if I was starting this in January, for sure I'd use it up, but I'm starting it in late August. So this is how I'm changing my health journey. I'm just kind of making it more streamlined and not so bogged down with, I ate a half a cookie. Because at this point, now, one thing I will do, and that is I will take the time here, let's see here, and I will write maybe some little notes saying, or maybe even over here, because I don't need this whole section, and I'll just write that, went grocery shopping and bought the things that were suggested, just so, I'm tracking that I'm making efforts to make progress. You like that? And then if I have a salad or all the greens that she wants me to eat, I'll probably just write greens for the day. Yay. Just something like that so that I can continue to, but I'm not going to get so in depth as this did. Okay. This was fun at the moment when I was really trying to, make efforts to change. And then when I got frustrated and I relapsed and all the things, it became a burden. And, I don't want that to become an obligation that turns into a burden. I want this to be something that I can just quickly pull out and have a reference during therapy and doctor visits. So again, not going to really make it looking all bougie full of stickers at this point. I know, I heard myself, you guys, I know, but I really want to just simplify. So in the morning, I'll pull this out and I'll track my glucose number and my weight on Mondays. And then in the evening, I pull this out and just kind of make some quick notes. So, all right, I hope this was helpful. If you're on a journey like I am, do what sits right with you for the moment, okay? Because when I started this was everything I needed. I needed all this. I needed to make the effort to know what was going in my mouth every moment of every day. Okay, so I needed that. Now I've streamlined it. A lot of the things that were a big deal in here have become habit. And I don't have to track certain things anymore because it's just habit. You know, I do my water intake, my medicine, my supplements, and all the things. Okay. And so this is too much. And this seemed like not enough. And now I have a bound book where I can reference this in the years to come on my journey and how things were going. Okay. So this seems like just right. I know I sound like Goldilocks. This was not enough, and this was too much. This is exactly right. I'm like Princess and the Pea with my planners. All right, so I hope you guys had fun watching the video, and thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you're on a health journey, you know, find what sits right with you, and you'll know. You'll know. And when it's not working, you know, change it up. No big deal. All right. It's just paper and pen at this point. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and always enjoy today. Bye, everybody.
Let's get started.